I want to. Wow, very narrow place. Çok dar. Bunun başını açmam lazım.
Şuraya, burada bir kere sırtları temizleyelim.
Okay. Wow. Oh.
Be careful, go ahead.
I will. Oh. Aren't I lucky I'm not tall? Çok güzel. Şuralardan tutunup yürüyebiliriz. Şuraya bak. Wow.
Aşağıda bir şey var. Şey oldu.
Evet. Bunlar hep şeymiş, doğalmış biliyor musun? İnsan yapımı değil. Evet.
It's part of the showcase system, so it's 4 caves that make up one system, they're all connected. So this cave, which is Royal, the show cave Fairy, the third cave called Federal, and the water's freezing. It's like 8 degrees all year round. But it was nice and hot day. It will reopen, but they're just making sure it adheres to parks requirements for sanitation. If you add up all of the passages in all 4 caves, it's about 3 kilometres long, the whole system.
Is there any difference between each caves, or are they all the same? The looks, the caves inside the caves, are they all the same, or is it different?
They're quite different. They're different shapes, different sizes, different types of passage. You get stalactites, and you'll see they actually defy gravity. So most things in the cave, like over here, go pretty much straight up and straight down with gravity. These go sideways, they go back upwards, they go all which way, and science doesn't know how these form, believe it or not. The main theory is that it's changes in air pressure, so like when you go up a mountain or in a plane, your ears pop. They think maybe minute changes in air pressure are making them grow in a certain direction. That's just a theory.
So what is it called, sorry again?
Helictites.
Helictites.
Helictites.
But it's made of the same material?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So, and that's a good note. It's all calcium carbonate. So that stuff there, the stuff off the roof, it's all calcium carbonate. But it's different colours from impurities in it. So it might suck, say, iron down and be a red colour. And it could also be different colours from how dense it is. So when it's darker, usually it means it's growing slower, which means it's been denser, which means it's older, stronger, and darker. Then you've got the limestone, which is the rock that it's all made out of. So that's the other thing we've got here. So the limestone is 300 or 400 million years old. That's twice as old as the dinosaurs. Any questions? No questions. All right, let's get going.
Yeah.
I'll just get a quick selfie.
Şuna birleşmiş görüyor musun?
Bunlar kalsiyum ve karbonat şeyiymiş. Sodyum. Bunlar of hangi birini çekeyim bilemedim.
İki tarafını sağlı sollu.
İşte arka tarafta. Check out your back too. Şu teller engelliyor şeyi. görüntüleri. Şuraya bak. Wow. Tam saklambaç oynamalık vermiş. Çok ilginç. Ducking Cave'miş buranın adı. Oh my goodness. You don't need to be, you need to be skinny as well. My goodness. Şunların sarkıklarına bak. Burada hem kısa boylu hem de zayıf olmak lazım rahat gezebilmek için. Do you want to go to the front?
Oh, no, it's okay.
You sure?
Yep.
Adam gitti mi? Ah, rehber gitti. Kaybolursak ne olacak? Mağarada kaybolduk.
Burayı takip ediyorsun, çıkışa bakıyor.
Mağara devri yaşarız biz de. Flintstone'lar gibi. Yan yan. Okay. Adam bize boyunuzu eğin bazı yerlerde dedi ama bazı yerlerde de yan yan gezin demedi. Sığmıyorum. Çok dar. Şuna bak. Çekebilmek için biraz geride olmak lazım. Salkım salkım. Yani içi hep böyle herhalde.
Different shape.
Look, the ceiling's even different too. Bak. Dokunulmasın diye hep şey yapmışlar. Dokunursan elin yağ geçiyormuş. O zaman sular o tutmuyormuş üstünde. Tutmuyor muymuş? Akmıyor muymuş?
Zaten uzak mesafede bulunması zaten çıkıyor.
Lambayı söndürünce daha iyi oldu. Wow. Oo. Orası, şurası. Bak.
Buranın bir havuzları var.
Bir havuz. Ah, çantamla beraber sığmıyorum.
Çantanı ver bana ver.
No, I'll be right. Yeah. This is the pool, I'm guessing.
Bak şuradan çekebilirsin şeyi.
Okay. Let me go in. Çok ilginç. İlginç. Bunlar hep şey doğalmış buralar. Allah'ım ne güzel yaratmış.
Buradan içeri şey düşürmeden.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you not trust the word of God? Yeah.
Buralarda da havuzlar var. Şunlar da havuz. Okay. All right. If we record everything, I don't think we'll get out of here tonight. Yerdeki minerallerden, havadaki şeylerden oluşmuş bunlar hep. Bilim adamları bile nasıl oluştuklarını bilemiyorlarmış. Öyle dedi.
Şu şeyi anlatacağım.
Bu da bir kar yağıntısı gibi. Yeah, that was amazing. Very interesting. Yeah. You must be all used to it all.
Hello. Listening to stuff.
Yeah.
Always notice something different. The fonts of the gods. And when you see a photo of the bucket showcase, it's often taken here. And what we're looking at here is known as Niagara Falls. And it is a cascading waterfall in very wet weather. Probably have to rain for 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
To see it
So
float.
this becomes a rain, fall,
Waterfall.
is it? Waterfall.
You can see the waters down here.
Okay.
So the stream passage has come around and the stream comes out of here. And we continue walking above it to let it go. It's unusual for there to be water in there. It's usually dry.
Okay. Yeah.
So we've got stalactites that hang tight off the roof, stalagmites that one day might reach the roof. And when the stalactite and the stalagmite meet, they form a column or a pillar. Like over there.
So they grow, do they?
They grow, yeah, exactly. And they grow about 1 centimetre every 100 years.
Oh, so they've still got a long way to go then.
Yeah, well, it's just
Yeah.
very slow. Yeah, it's very slow. 1 centimetre every 100 years. So if you think about that, that's 5 centimetres long, that's 500 years old, just that little straw.
Wow.
You look at that stuff over there, that's probably more like 10,000 years old.
Yeah.
So, yep, it's slow. And all of this is all the same mineral, as I said, it's all calcium carbonate. And the reason it comes out is because all the shellfish and creatures that form the rock, calcium carbonate is part of their shell, so it leaches into the water. And it's like when you dissolve salt or sugar into water, it disappears. That's what this is. It's the water is saturated with calcium carbonate from the sea creatures. Any questions?
It's tricky.
And the way that the spaces get carved away where we're standing is because the water that comes through is slightly acid and it dissolves the limestone. So like melting butter, the limestone gets dissolved away by the water coming down from the rain.
So is the water coming from the soil above?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if there's more rain, there's more water here?
absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
yeah.
So they've had to close, the caves don't flood to the roof. Sometimes down here the water can get up to about shin level. So they've had to close the caves twice in the past 6 months because there was so much rain. And when it's been raining a lot on the surface, it drips a lot. So all this stuff will have drips coming off it.
Yeah.
So it can be like it being in a shower.
It's wet anyway, so everywhere's wet.
It is damp and it doesn't really dry out. It's always moist and humid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you see the smallest one?
The smallest one?
There.
So there's some.
It's all
see
the,
some
It's probably
fossils.
100 years old, 200 years
all
old.
of them, all of them.
All of the
You can see some of the fossils in the rock up here as well. And if you see, talking about the stuff growing 100 years, this pole here is about 100 years old and it's got calcite growing on it. It's dropping down from the stuff above it.
800 years old. That's
100.
100, okay, okay. All right.
So there's calcite on the chicken wire here as well. So the water is just full of this mineral, this calcium carbonate, and it leaves it when it drops down.
Yeraltı mineralleri.
Because of soil.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's made soil.
Yeah.
Looks like big city. Yeah?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Different building.
Which empire? Comes from some sort of an empire gibi değil mi? Daracık daracık sokaklar.
Şurayı.
Ha? Yep, anlaşılır. Işıklarla göstermişler. Hop. Çok sert virajlar var burada. Oo, ta yukarılara kadar delikler, açık yer var yani.
Bak burada da çok fazla oluşum olmuş.
Ya şu arada var orada. Lamba yanıyor da.
Topraktaki toprak var ya, yüzeyin toprağı.
Yes.
Oradaki su olunca oradaki minerallerin falan böyle bir şeye Aradaki
Evet,
boş.
sade mineraller değil. Bu denizdeki hayvanlar var ya hani. O şeyler, bu kabuklu hayvanlar.
Evet.
Onların kabuklarındaki kalsiyumlardan falan bu toprak aracılığıyla, yağmur aracılığıyla geliyormuş.
Yani
Oo,
sonuçta yine topraktaki oluşumlar
yes.
suyun etkisiyle
Şurada böyle bir kuytu var.
yapılıyor.
Wow. Hoppa. Dar geçit. Wow. Çok. Aha, oh, oh. Şuranın güzelliğine. Wow. Salkım salkım. Uzunluklarına göre taşları varmış. Okay. İlerleyin diyor. Okay, anlatacak herhalde.
Okay, so this is called the reed chamber. So we're pretty much at the bottom of the cave now. It doesn't get a lot deeper than this. One of the main questions we get is why is this so sparkly compared to the stuff over here? One reason is because this has been touched. If you look at the stuff down here, it's gone brown and dead. It's because people touched it.
Okay.
People drink on it, things like that. It all used to look like that. So that's what we say, don't touch the cave. That's why the chicken wire is in place. Also, because this stuff gets a bit of water every now and again to keep it looking sparkly. And also because the crystals have got more sides to them. It's like the diamond, so you're more likely to get a reflection into your eye. But despite being shiny and pretty, they have no real monetary value. You can't make jewellery out of them because calcite is very brittle, so it just breaks. Like a diamond that's nice and hard.
So is there any stone in here that you can make jewelry with?
No. I mean, sometimes people make necklaces with a bit of calcite in them.
Yeah, because my daughter's into
Crystals.
gemstones.
Yeah.
So.
No, there's nothing in limestone caves.
Yeah.
I have crystals or gems or anything.
She makes jewelry and she sells them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the 30s and 40s, there was a trend of snapping off stalactites and polishing them up and use them as decorations. But now that you can get to a cave and see it fairly easily, that's stopped. When you polish them up, they look a lot like quartz, so they can be quite pretty. But no, that's stopped now. So some of the caves in Buckingham you go into that are very old and have been open for a long time and have a lot of people will have everything snapped off that's within arm's reach. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anyone want to take a guess at how deep we are?
Baksana deniz
No.
deniz yatağı gibi böyle.
Değil mi?
Yes.
No. Not
Really?
very much.
Riverbed mi deniyordu? Riverbed.
No. So we're about 90 meters.
Deniz yatağını
Yok
biliyorum.
yok şey.
So not
River
this
hani
one,
yatağı.
but more just the hills from
riverbed.
higher above us.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
this part looks like a riverbed.
Yes, yeah, so, yeah, correct. So this is what we call a sedimentary fill. So this whole chamber has been full of this. I think the last time it happened was 8,000 years ago. When it's an ice age, the chambers fill up with mud and sediment. It's been washed in,
Yeah.
and then it slowly gets eroded. Any questions?
Okay.
No questions. All right, let's keep going.
Evet. İlerliyoruz. Alright, let's continue.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off the light too. Soon.
Alright, pass. Come on, Nanny.
Wow, that's amazing. Too dark.
Yeah, eventually got the light.
Wow. Şaka. Şunlara bak. Okay. Dimdik görürsen alnına şak diye vurur. Değil mi? Nereden geldiğini bilmezsin.
Yeah, because this, so we pop out at a different exit to where we're heading.
Nasıl? Kafana mı damladı?
Kaç sene
Yeah.
kaç milim içeriyor?
Bilmem.
If I send it,
Hmm. Ya yavrum. Aygül diyormuşum tak diye vuruyormuşum kafayı.
orada çok yanlıyor. Orada dursam, bir senede ne kadar uzarım? Kafayı bulmam.
Yarım santim bile uzamazsın. Her 5 santimi 5000 sene mi dedi?
1 milim.
1 milimi 500 sene.
Ya 1 milim 10 sene.
Ay.
Ya pardon, 1 milim 1 sene. Aşağı yukarı.
Ya işte bu taşlar büyüyormuş dediğim bunlar oluyor. Böyle oluyormuş demek ki bak. İyi ki gelmişiz buraya.
Ateş var. Bunlar. De, mineral.
Tamam öbür taşlar da o. Bizdekiler de minerallerden falan oluyor işte.
Şimdi bu yere bakıyoruz.
Oo,
Ama bunlar çok şarp, dikkat et.
çok keskin evet.
Buraya nasıl girmişler de böyle bir kevler bulmuşlar ya?
Bulmuşlar.
Kaç tane bulmuşlar?
Yer altında varmış. 90 tane mi ne varmış herhalde. Daha da açacaklarmış. Yani arıyorlarmış. Kazarak buluyorlarmış böyle. Hoppa. Az daha düşüyordum. Ha.
Yaprak gibi.
Aa şuraya bak.
Ya orada
O Düden Şelalesi var ya Antalya'daki.
yaprak gibi
Evet.
var.
O Düden Şelalesi'nde de böyle benzeri şeyler var. Şuralara bak. Böyle boşluk yerler de var. Flaş açtığım zaman parlıyor. Tam orijinali görünmüyor. O yüzden flaş kapalı çekiyorum. O da karanlık oluyor. Yani Oo. Nasıl böyle ışıl ışıl baksana tuzlu herhalde. Hey duck. Aa yeah. Daha bunun yukarısı var. Oo. Yes, I'm coming. Yeah. Oo, ta yukarıya kadar çıkıyor burası.
Ona diyorum.
Hmm.
Başım dönüyor yukarı bakalım.
Biz bayağı bir yer altına doğru gidiyoruz herhalde ha. Yani mezardakilerin seviyesinden aşağıya indik biz. Ay cennet böyle mi ki acaba? Ay cennet böyle olsa daha ne değil mi?
Allah neyse.
Yani getirip dine bağlamayalım da ama Rabbim ne güzel şeyler yaratmış. Yani insan ister istemez mezarı ahireti düşündürüyor yani. Aa.
Burada.
Evet. Bu MR'a girip de korkanlar var ya, buraya tövbe giremez o insanlar. Çünkü kendilerini kabirde gibi hissediyorlarmış o insanlar. Korkuyorlarmış. Veya kimisi tabutta gibi hissediyormuş.
Burayı yeni şey yapmışlar, hazırlamışlar. Çamurlar falan yeni. Tabii şey yap. Yeni birkaç
Bayağı bir uzun video oldu ama çok ilginç. Böyle
500 metre.
aşağıya mı iniyoruz? Oo.
Şey,
Hep de böyle lambalar yerleştirmişler.
Mağaranın
Bayağı bir çalışmışlar ha bu mağara için.
mağaranın uzunluğu 500 metre.
Hmm.
Kafaya dikkat.
Daha oradan içeri doğru gidiyor. Eğil, eğil.
Burada var şey, bir de yukarıda var.
Burası ne ki? Oo. sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Başka yerler var. Burada çekmeyle bitmiyor. Tam detaylı olarak çekecek olursak akşam olur. Herkesin acelesi var. Adam bekliyor, evet. Rehber. Merdivenler. Okey. Bir an şu yılanmış gibi geldi. Ay. Geri yukarı çıkıyoruz herhalde.
Tam yüksekliğine.
Ha. Oh wow. Am I stop here? You can go in the front if you like.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm a bit slow.
No, you're right.
Everyone going to the front. Okay.
Oh, geez, that one's probably pretty old.
Oh wow. Nefes nefese kaldım. Oh my goodness. Çok dar yerler. Yeah. I'm a bit breathless, but I made it. Oh, it's getting hot. Wow. Oh.
Okay, this is called the Princess Royal Chamber, and this is the biggest chamber in this particular cave. It's been used for other stuff for African tours. This gets used on pre-COVID, got used for concerts a little bit. So if you hear a clap, there's a bit of resonance to the noise, with an echo. When you have an orchestra or a choir or a band, apparently it sounds amazing. So
Kalbim kulaklarımda atıyor.
behind us here, there's these things in the roof. We call them shawls or curtains. Sometimes bacon rashes.
They do look like it.
Bacon or pig's ears, maybe. And they happen when
Pastırma.
the coastal cabinet's coming down on an angle, and it stops, gets blocked, and then starts going directly downwards. So the thick parts, again, it's where the darker colours is when it's been dry on the surface and growing slowly, and the white parts where it's been during wet times it's growing quickly. We are underneath what looks like a giant crocodile, directly above us.
Yeah.
If there's anyone who likes The Lion King, I don't know if you guys can see it. Pride Rock up there. Yep. A giant cupcake muffin behind us here. And on the roof is upside down New York City.
It does look like it, doesn't it? It looks like
It does.
the building's hanging down.
Yep, exactly. So, who remembers
New
the
York
earthquake
City.
about 9 months ago? Yeah? So there were 2 cave guides inside this cave during the earthquake. All the other guides ran up and opened the door and said, "Are you okay? Is everything fine?" And they said, "What?" They didn't feel it.
Oh.
Didn't have any idea. Didn't hear it, didn't feel it. So my personal theory, I haven't had this verified on yet, but there are so many existing cracks in the limestone, so many fissures and rifts and cracks and places where things have fallen, it just absorbed itself because everything was able to move on itself slightly. But they have put these bolts in to stabilise this limestone here, which is apparently quite normal in caves and mines, show caves.
I was going to ask about those if
Yeah.
that's just.
It's not to support the whole thing. It comes off in sheets. There's one there, there's another one down there. So they sheet off the big flat surfaces. Yeah. So the big,
Şu tavandaki aşağı doğru sarkanları New York City'nin binaları aşağıya bakıyormuş gibi görünüyor dedi. Upside down yani. Bataklık görünüyor. Ona benzetiliyormuş.
one of the questions we want is there anything living in the caves like at the moment? So the answer is no. The final cave goes to the pool, which is Duke's Cave, has bats. You can't really say bats live in caves because they feed outside at night time. Other caves in the world have things called trochophiles, which are usually flying and have eyes that don't work because they're in the dark. So they're normally fish or shrimp or water creatures.
Yarasalar
There are cave crickets in
mağarada yaşar diye bir söylenti yalanmış. Yarasalar dışarıda yaşar diye.
Precisely, you got it. It's the food chain. There's no sunlight to start the food chain, so sunlight to go to grass and outside around the light to grass. The food chain can't start.
Okay.
We'll use the caves.
Yeah.
Answer again is no, not really. So they used the entrances as shelters. They didn't go into where it got dark because they believed in a creature called the Nagan. And the Nagan is a serpent, snake-like creature that eats children. So it's part of the mythology that the Nagan was in the caves and they wouldn't go in. And that might have been a way of keeping mischievous kids out of dangerous caves. Maybe that was, for whatever reason, that was their sacred thing.
Yeah.
They kept out of the caves.
They don't mind us being here.
No, I'm not privy to the details, but no, the arrangements were made. They're happy for us to be here. Venica and I, they consult with any kind of new, if anything's built or they're always a part of the planning process. Any other questions? We've got one more main stop.
Şipit her yer. Burada bayağı bir derin herhalde. Wow, ta nereye iniyor? Ucu bucağı yok. Bayağı exercise aldı bana. Ne kenguru mu? Karanlık.
Alrighty, this is called the skeleton chamber. The reason for that name is this guy over here in the corner. This is a cutout of a short-nosed kangaroo, and it's an example of what we call megafauna. So these were Australian creatures that lived 40 to 60,000 years ago, and they were massive compared to the ones now. So this was just a juvenile. This is like the equivalent of a 10 or 11-year-old boy or girl. The big ones were up to 3 meters tall. They were so big they couldn't even hop. Wombat's the size of a small car. So they died out about 40,000 years ago. Probably because they needed such huge amounts of food to sustain their big bodies. The climate got drier, there was less food to eat, and they got smaller as a result. And now we've got a normal, small-ish kangaroos and wallabies. So yeah, the reason it's here was the jawbone of this thing was found in this chamber. So it would have been encased in
40 bin
sediment
sene
like these
önce bunlar
bones here, behind the
büyükleri
white
varmışmış. 3
So it
metre.
would have preserved for
400
40,000
sene önce,
years.
işte
It's
40 bin sene önce de
like
onlar yok
it was
olmuşlar. Çünkü
unencased
yiyecek bulamamışlar.
when
Çok büyük
before it
oldukları
came
için
out of
zıplayamıyorlarmış.
the Melbourne Museum.
Kangurlar yok olmuşmuş.
So
Şimdi
the
küçükler
animal
varmış.
fell in from up there.
Taşı çeksene bak.
So not that far away from the surface now, and also white survey up in the Yeah. So yeah, it could have fallen in, could have fallen into a hole, or maybe got chased into a hole, could have died at the surface and just got washed in. We're not sure, but it came in somehow and it was found. And there are some other caves in Buchan where similar species have been pulled out, and there's a
Yakın
hopefully a
çekildi.
new, a new
Piksel
museum
patlaması
exhibition
oluyor.
in a couple of years with almost all
Güzel
these
görünüyor o zaman.
Yeah.
Şöyle yapalım. Okay.
It's just an example. Yeah, it's not the megafauna bone. It's just a bone.
Selenite'lar.
This is the
Bu
calcite.
var ya hani
like I've
beyaz
been
taş
talking about. This is
selenite
the
Mehtap
cave decoration.
bana verdi hani
Just a
ağrı
cross
yerlerine
section
sür
of it.
diye.
You can see what it looks like on the inside. And like it is quite pretty. Like it looks like quartz when you polish up. It looks nice, but it's just very brittle. You can even see how it kind of flakes.
Yes.
Like with a chisel, it would just flake off. That was really out of it.
So how big are some actual holes that like show up?
It's hard to tell. I don't know if anyone's been up there. It's Swiss cheese, and there's probably chambers just like this that are completely sealed that no one's ever been in. It's impossible to tell. They've closed this system off to recreational cavers because it's just too fragile and special, and there's no need for it. But people caving every weekend in Buchan looking for new stuff, underground and other caves. The other 1,000 or so caves there are in the area. We call this stuff here cave cauliflower or cave coral. That usually forms when it's in standing water, so this chamber's been full of water at some point as well.
Bunda şey. Ne cauliflower
Any
neydi?
questions?
Karnabahar
Do
gibi.
you guys want to know what it's like with the lights off?
Yes.
Yes? Alright.
Lambayı söndürünce nasıl görünüyor bilmek istiyorsunuz mu dedi. Lambalar sönecek şimdi. İyi, buralar biraz genişmiş bari ha. Evi tek yapabilirsin burada. Kaygan mı? Burada gene aşağıda uçurum var. Oh, ne kadar derin kim bilir. Hoppa. Karanlık görünüyor. Okay.
Okay. If anyone's got a mobile phone, if you could just put it away because they put out a lot of light.
All right.
Yep.
I can have my mobile phone on now.
Yeah.
Okay. Ve sonuna geldik. Evet, ıslak. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll come up slowly.
What is that?
That's just the door.
Oh, okay.
So we got in from one end and go out from another end. Is that true?
Yep.
Yeah. Ayrı kapıdan girip ayrı kapıdan çıkıyoruz.
Yep.
Güneş göründü. Yippee. Wow. Ah. My last step was very hard. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you very
oh
much.
my goodness.
And always
Thank you very much.
have a nice day, man.
Thank you for all that.
No worries.
And
So if you drove up to the cave, your car's that way.
okay.
If you walked up, you walk back that way.
Okay.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Mağara gezimiz de böylelikle bitmiş oldu. Şuranın altı hep mağara. Burada 1000 tane mağaralar varmış da hala kazarak çıkartıyorlarmış. Yeni bir, her kazıda yeni bir mağara diyor. Ve ne kadar mutlu oluyorlarmış. O kadar yerin altında. Oh, o kadar nem. Şipit şipit sular damlıyor. Yani buranın doğası böyle.
I should
Maşallah adam uçtu gidiyor ha.
measure myself before going. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I grow up.
you grow up.
I think
Mağarayı gördük diye boyumuz mu uzadı?
no, because I feel too many drop on my head.
Aa, you're well watered. İyice sulandın yani he kafandan.
No, sulandım bir de o
Büyüdü.
minerals,
Mineraller falan da bol bol. Okey.
Mineraller yükseliyormuş ya.
Evet.
Her
Uzamışsındır.
100 senede 1 santim uzuyormuş ya. Ben şimdi-
Ama o da senin için iyi olmadı. 100 yaşına kadar yaşayacaksın. Bu
Yok,
yaştan sonra 100 sene yaşayacaksın mı?
Hayır onu demiyorum. Şimdi bu yürüdüğümüz süre içerisinde
Evet.
kaç milim veya milimin bilmem kaçı uzamış onu ölçseydik mağaraya girmeden önce.
Oo, aşağılar
Çok güzel değil mi?
çok güzel evet. Aslında burası kamp yeri. Gelip kalmak lazım.
Kamp olmaya da gelebiliyorsun.
Bir de bir mağara daha var. Burası Royal Caves'te. Öbürü neydi? Bir şey daha dedi. O da bir başkaymış.
Bu daha sonra ama
O daha
geç
sonra.
kalırız onu bekleyemeyiz.
O daha çok yürüme şeysi
Yürüme
çokmuş onun.
mesafesi daha çok.
3 kilometre mi kaç dedi ona? Bayağı bir şey dedi.
Bir de geç saatte onun için onu geç kalırız onun için.
Evet. Bir de şunu söyleyelim. Buraya gelenler dakik olması lazım. Dakikasında geldin gelmedin. Almıyorlar. Onlar gidiyorlar. Seni beklemiyorlar daha doğrusu. Bir dahaki turda da insan eksikliği olursa alıyorlar o zaman. Bizimki eksikti aldılar bize.
Evet.
Biz birkaç dakikayla kaçırdık çünkü. 2.45 dediler. 2.50 miydi bizim geldiğimizde öyle bir şeydi.
Şimdi
Yani
burası o arabaların önceki gelip o ofisin olduğu yer var ya.
Hmm.
Yani biz şimdi şeye doğru gidiyoruz.
bayağı bir uzun yolumuz var. Mağaranın içinde yürüdük. Epey bir yürüyüş yapmış oldum ben. Hah. Onlar yok onlar değildir. O hakiki şeyler mağaranın içinde kaldı.
Mağaranın içerisinde o şey vardı ama. Bu gördün mü
O selenite dediği şey var ya,
Evet.
taşlar.
Evet.
İşte her neyse mineral midir, taş mıdır? Onlar o Mehtap'ın sattığı beyaz şeyler, taşlar var ya.
Evet.
Bana da vermişti uzunca şöyle belime falan sürdüm.
Look, I found another cave. Hemen şey yapalım.
Buralar hep mağara mı dolu diyorsun?
Ha, look.
Heh.
Look here. You can be
Yani bak burayı da kazsalar bir mağarada buradan çıkar herhalde.
denemişler. Baksana hep koymak denemişler. Aa, burada da var.
Buraların özünde var belli yani. Belki de derler o içinden geçtiğimiz mağaralar buralarda bir yerde şey. Aa, arı orada bal yapıyor herhalde bak.
Aa, harbiden arı yuvası var ha. Arı kovanı gibi olmuş ama bence gidelim.
Bizi sokmasınlar.
Gözü kulağı şişirmeyelim. Gel.
Değil mi?